In this video I'm going to show you how to create some bingo cards based on the novels of Jane Austen. The software I'm using is called Bingo Card Printer. You can download a free trial version from bingocardprinter.com. This is the initial screen of the Bingo Card Printer software. I click Create New Bingo Card Project. I'm now given a choice of what kind of bingo cards I'd like to create. I can choose blank bingo cards. I can choose alphabet bingo cards which have letters on them, numbers, bingo cards of various kinds. I can also choose bingo cards with words or phrases or items on them relating to different subjects such as events, which include bridal showers, baby showers, birthdays, holidays, which include Christmas, Halloween and so forth, various school subjects like geography, history, math, music, reading, science, but in this case I want to choose literature. So go into literature and I have a list of options here relating to different novelists, authors, playwrights and so forth. So I find Jane Austen here, either double click on it or click on it once and then click OK. And here it is. The list of Jane Austen items are both characters and places and people from her life and from her books, names of her novels and so forth. I can of course customize this list if I wanted to. So I can delete items if I don't want. So for example, if for some reason I wanted to delete Elizabeth Bennet, I could highlight Elizabeth Bennet, click delete. Obviously that's not very likely in real life, but I could do that for any of the items. I can also add items, so if I wanted to add the character Sir William Lucas, who is a character in one of Jane Austen's novels, in fact Pride and Prejudice, I can simply type that in and it appears at the bottom of the list. Now you may notice the initial list is alphabetical order. Any new items I add will actually appear at the bottom, but if I resort, I can resort that back into alphabetical order. And in fact, there are lots of different options in the program for customizing this list, moving items around and making it exactly how you want it to be. But we'll say that I'm happy with the word list now. Now let's look at making the bingo cards. I can change the bingo card size. I can make smaller bingo cards, 3x3, 4x4, 5x5, which of course is what I started with, larger ones such as 6x6. Or even 7x7. You'll notice on the two larger sizes there's quite a lot of blank spaces because I haven't got enough items yet to fill out the card. I'll have to enter more words or phrases to fill it out. So I'll stick to 5x5 for now. I can also choose whether or not to have the heading on the bingo card or not. I could change the word of the heading if I wanted to as well, change the word here. I can choose whether or not to have the special free space square on the bingo card. Again, I can change the text a bit if I wanted to, but we'll leave it on for now. And I can change the colours and fonts of the bingo card, and I can do that for individual elements. So in the case of the fonts, I can do it separately for the heading, the squares and the free space. For the colours, I again have the same kind of options. So I can, let's make, for example, the bingo card a checkerboard of white and pink squares. We'll make the free space a light blue square perhaps, and we'll make the heading dark blue with yellow writing, and we'll make some red lines between the squares. Just an example, we'll see what that looks like. If I wasn't happy, I could go back and change that, but we'll say I'm happy with that design. I'm now ready to print. You may notice here that the list of words on my preview are in the same order as in this list here. On the real bingo cards, when I print them, as you'll see in a moment, every bingo card contains a different random selection, random combination of these words in a different random order. So it's a very easy way to produce lots of customized bingo cards with really quite minimal effort, as you see. Okay, the options relating to printing are on the right hand side here. First option is whether or not to print a call list. I can turn that off or on. What it does is if the call list is on, it will print an extra sheet or sheets with this list of words in random order. If you're the bingo caller or you're a teacher taking the role of bingo caller, it's very useful to have a printed reference to refer to. If you don't need it, you simply turn it off. I'll leave it on in my demonstration so you can see what the call list looks like. There is also another option in the software which I'll show at the end of the video, which you can use as an alternative to the call list, where the software will pick items sort of as you go without having a predefined list of items to call out. But we'll show that later in the video. Okay, the next option is how many bingo cards to print on a page. I can put more than one bingo card on a page. It's very useful for printing a lot of bingo cards. I can put several on the page, potentially save paper by doing so. The advantage, of course, is saving paper. The disadvantages are, first of all, if I print more than one on a page, each individual bingo card is going to be smaller. Secondly, if I want to give one bingo card to each player or each student, I would potentially have to cut the paper up, so it might be a bit more work. But we'll leave it on 1 in the demonstration, so again you can see what it looks like. And finally, how many bingo cards do I want to print? I can put as many as I need, between 1 and 9,999. Typically you put in the number of students that you have in your class. I'm going to put in 50 for my demonstration so you can get an idea of how the software works. Now normally I could just go ahead and do print, but I'm going to do print preview so you can see on screen exactly what it looks like. First page, call list, that's a list of words and phrases in random order. You can see there. I'll zoom out now so you can see the whole page, and if I do next page you'll see the first bingo card. There we are, the words are arranged randomly on the squares, and if I do next you'll see the second bingo card is different, next, third one is different, and so on. All 50 bingo cards are different from each other. So it's a very easy way to produce lots of customized bingo cards with really quite minimal amount of effort. I'll close print preview now and just show you one last thing. I mentioned the software can also help you choose items during gameplay if you're the bingo caller without having to pre-print a call list. The way you do that is use this option here called Call Game. If I click Call Game, what the software does, it chooses one item at random, displays it here. On the left hand side it shows the current item and any previous item. So when I click next I get a new current item, and I've got a current item and a previous item. So each time the new item appears at the top of the list, and I can work my way through the items, calling them out one by one. Okay, that's it for the video. Software is called Bingo Card Printer. You can download a free trial version from bingocardprinter.com. It's compatible with all recent versions of Windows. The free trial version is of course free. If you like the software you can register and upgrade to the full version of the software, which allows you to do everything you've seen in this video and a lot more besides. Both the free trial version and the full registered version of the software includes hundreds of ready-to-use bingo templates to get you started, lots of different activities, and you can also of course create your own activities from scratch if you want to. Thank you very much, hope you enjoyed the video. Go to bingocardprinter.com, download the free trial, try it out, see what you think.